falling in at number 7, you know we got to talk about these lidocaine injections, man. Yo, these lidocaine injections, bro, I ain't gonna lie, man. I have a decent pain tolerance, but what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Jay, your registered nurse here, and today we're gonna be talking about things I wish I knew before getting that hair transplant in Turkey. I mean, we go all over the place to get this hair transplant. You know what I'm saying? Live your peace and chase your happiness. But today we're just gonna review some information of general things to know before getting that hair transplant in Turkey. I just wanna share the information I know, because that's what a family do, man. We post to talk. We post to talk about the hard stuff that they ain't tell us it's okay to talk about. You feel me? But listen, we're gonna jump right into this info. Appreciate every like, comment, and subscription to the channel. You guys are the best. Let's get into this, man, because I don't want to hear the talk. I don't want to hear that. Let's get it. All right, so we got a lot of information to review today. I really took my time and organized the list. You know I got my book on me. So let's jump right into this information. So I tried to make it in such an order that made sense. And at number 1, I'll put, I wish I would have known how many people are actually in Turkey getting hair transplants. Now, I know that's easy to say, oh, you know, it's the hair transplant center right now of the world. It's, you know, people go there for a lot of cosmetic surgeries, etc. It's easy to say, but it's one thing to actually see and experience. So when I did touch down, before I even got anything done, I seen people with bandages. I seen people with, you know, stomach holsters and wraps all over the body because they've been there getting some type of surgery. And it's pretty calming to know that you're not the only one going out there, you know, doing something that you want to do for yourself. That was pretty cool to see when I went there. I wish I would have known that prior to going. At number 2, I wish I would have known more about the DHI method. DHI is basically direct hair implantation. You know, do a FUE from the back and implant those follicles in the top of your head with whatever hair length you have in the most optimal way. Of course, you would have to have your hair, you know, more on the shorter side, but so they can still see your scalp. However, you don't have to cut your hair bald, which you have to do during a normal FUE. So I definitely wish I would have known more about a DHI method going. Basically FUE, but you don't have to cut your hair. It's pretty cool. So falling in at number 3, I wish I would have had more information in regards to consultants and personal translators. After I got back, you know, a guy left a comment on one of my videos stating that, you know, certain facilities or certain companies out in Turkey do have personal translating consultants and assistants that go around with you and translate anything you need, especially in that professional setting in the facility, if you want to get you know, specific things translated properly. That's really an amazing thing. I didn't know about it, but in hearing about it via the comments, I did want to share that with everyone who's watching. That's pretty dope if you do go and choose to get this. So at number 4, we got a hefty one. I wish I knew how prepared I had to be. It's a very fast process. From the beginning to the end, it almost feels like a flash of an experience. Be prepared for on-the-spot changes and audibles. Be prepared for how fast it's gonna go. And just be prepared to be vocal. If you know there's something you want, if you want your temples done, if you want your beard done, if you want this one spot right here specifically done, don't be afraid to be vocal, all right? Because it's gonna be a very fast experience, and you don't wanna miss your chance or miss your shot because, you know, you just didn't speak. And that's something I wish I would have done more of in my very first procedure. Not saying that anything went wrong, it's just I was more on the nervous side, so I figured they know best. They're just gonna do what they're gonna do. But ultimately, it's your body and it's your head. You're the customer, and most times the customer is always right. So make sure you're always vocal because it's a very fast procedure. You're gonna do this, you're gonna do that, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that. Transportation, so there's so much going on. Make sure you speak your mind. That's at number 4. So real quick at number 5, I would say to bring cash so you don't get any charges that are international or, you know, 20% fees because they have to use your card. when you get there. I did travel with cash, but traveling with a little more cash than you need is always better. So that's something I just wanted to drop in at number 5. I did pay with cash, but I ended up using my card as well. And then I had, I believe, a 20% charge on my card. And then I believe your bank can also charge you international fees depending on your card. So that's just food for thought. It feels a little sketchy to just travel with cash, but ultimately I think you can travel with up to $10,000 cash when flying. And it feels like, man, if I get there, what if I get robbed but if they're malicious people, you traveling with cash or not is not going to stop their malicious intent. That's just something to keep in mind. Ultimately, I didn't feel that way once I landed and I spoke to, my driver, and I spoke to the consultants, and I got to the facility. Everything was actually spot on. It was good. Everybody was great, very welcoming. But I do get the sketchy feeling of just going to a new place. You don't know these people from a hole in the wall, and any place that's not your home can always seem very scary. I get that. But if you're looking at it for a monetary expense, traveling with cash is a bit better. Falling in at number 6, because I like to have a good time. For the first week to 2 weeks prior to your procedure, do not smoke and do not drink. This can hinder or affect your transplant results, your transplant procedure. Smoking tobacco and nicotine, it constricts your blood vessels, which leads to less perfusion, less circulation, and your blood's not getting to the places to give those places the nutrients it needs. So you need the best circulation your body has to offer, so do not smoke. And when it comes to drinking actually affects our clotting factors. And when we're getting a head transplant, or if you have any surgery, you need your body to scab up. You need your body to start clotting and creating those stoppages of blood seepage, right? We need those clots, we need those scabs. So right after that hair transplant, we need those scabs. Falling in at number 7, we got to talk about these lidocaine injections, man. Yo, these lidocaine injections, bro, I ain't gonna lie, man. I have a decent pain tolerance, but those lidocaine injections, which, prep your head to be numb for the actual procedure, because the procedure is not painful at all, but the numbing injections, the lidocaine and marcaine injections prior to surgery, those injections are painful. That's just my experience. Some guys said, hey, it didn't feel like anything, Jay, man up. Some guys was like, nah, man, I feel your pain, bro. That shit was crazy. Whatever you choose to believe, I want you to know it's not going to be comfortable. That's the main idea, but it is bearable. Okay, if you need to take a break, they'll give you a break, but just keep in mind that is a part of the procedure. And once that's done, the actual procedure, the 6 hours, the 8 hours that you're actually going through with the whole procedure, you don't feel anything. It's just the first couple minutes of the numbing injections. That's all the pain. But keep that in mind when you go into Turkey. Falling in at number 8, on the day of a transplant, wear comfortable clothes. I had a button down on and some jeans. For me, that's comfortable. But you can wear like a zip up hoodie and some sweatpants, whatever you choose, but wear comfortable clothes, and you have to wear something that can unbutton or unzip from the middle, because you don't want to pull anything over your head. I get cold easily, and a lot of surgical rooms are normally on the colder side. So under my button down, I had, a shirt on, which they ended up cutting off. But that's just something to know before going into this procedure. You should have something that's you can unzip or you can unbutton right down in the middle for safety of your transplant. We're almost done, guys and girls. I promise we're almost done, everybody. At number 9. Honestly, I wish I would have just stayed longer. I came in on Friday. I flew out Thursday night, got there Friday, left Sunday afternoon. And the night that we actually arrived on Friday, we actually went out to the town, and it was a great experience. We went out to the town, and we got something to eat. It was awesome. We went to a restaurant called Nusret, and it's actually, if anyone knows Salt Bay, the guy who became famous from sprinkling salt like that. We went to his restaurant, and that was his first restaurant, I believe, in Turkey. That's where he's from. And it was so good. The food was amazing. The staff was great. I don't think I've ever had better service than that restaurant, and better food. It was the best steak and beef I've ever had in my life, pause. But it was just it was just amazing experience. And it wasn't even too pricey. I think the bill came up to $180, or the, you know, minimum 200s. And it was just so good. I wish I would have stayed longer in the country to, you know, experience more of the mosque, you know, go into the town, you know, buy more trinkets. After I got the procedure done, I couldn't really leave the hotel room. I didn't want to risk, you know, walking into any dirt, getting any microbes in my head. It's kind of like having an open wound. I know some guys do go out on the town after. That is entirely up to you if you choose to do so. I stayed in the hotel room literally until I got on the plane. I like to make sure I micromanage myself because I can control what I do, but you know, I can't, if I go outside, I can't control what happens entirely. So, but I definitely wish I would have stayed longer. It's a beautiful city and they have so much to offer. Yeah, COVID-19 is still prominent and was when I was there. However, you know, I still would have loved to at least stay like 2 more days in the beginning. At number 10, and the very last thing I would say, things to know before going to Turkey to get a hair transplant, or before getting any hair transplant anywhere, is if it doesn't work, because like I said in one of my previous videos, there's a chance it may not work. And if it doesn't work, are you prepared to see those end results of it not working? Are you prepared to see a FUT scar and walk around with that? Are you prepared to do SMP if that doesn't work? Or was it just a long shot Hail Mary for you? These are things you have to think about. These are things you should know before going. Oftentimes we don't measure out our expectations universally, right? So this is just something to keep in mind, and make sure you're looking at the full scope of the entire situation. If it doesn't work, what's your backup plan? Or if it doesn't work, fuck a backup plan and you're just okay with the results you get. Keep that in mind, guys. Otherwise to that, man, we're done, yo. We're done. You know what? I'll do a quick close-up for my hair because right now we're at 6 weeks. I don't want to keep you guys and girls too long. But I'll do a quick close-up of my hair and you guys could tell me what you think about it. I think it's going well. And I got my trusty brush for the donor area. I got y'all, man. I got y'all. I'm not brushing my transplanted hair as of yet, but I do brush my donor. This is the front. This is the left side. This is the right side. This is the back. So that's all the information I wanted to go over today, guys. Things I wish I've known prior to taking my trip to Turkey to get that hair transplant. I knew a lot of this already, but I know some of this is just great general information, and I wanted to share it with you. All right. Otherwise, to that, I appreciate each and every like, comment, and subscription to the channel. You guys are the best. I don't care if it's 2 people watching right now. Y'all a GOAT. It's your boy Jay, your registered nurse here. Y'all take it easy, man. I'll see you on that next video. Peace.